And I think that it's fair to say now, off the back of some of the results that we saw today, that Chelsea Football Club are in the title race. It's official that Chelsea are now 100% capable of winning the league.
Greetings from Centre Parks, by the way. That's the background. I hope you're all well. This is just ridiculous, though, isn't it?
Cucucucurea, se come una paella. Cucucucurea, se bebe una estrella. Jala, tiembla, que viene cucurea. Jala, tiembla. Toma una galleta.
So have it right, up to Chelsea, up to Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. I hope everyone's doing well, winning life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't smashed it, smash it right now. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you go and do that. Got the notification bell, ding dong. Let's have it right so you know when we go live. And we got the Minerals FC Ultras membership, which is pinned at the top live chat. And we've got Minerals FC on Rumble. Let's go. We are on YouTube. We are landing it, bruv. I don't give a fuck no more. So let's go, bruv. Salute to all my Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea old boy. We see things they never see. Let's have it right. Salute to no surrender mentality, bruv, which is exactly what we are on here. And just big up to every single one of you. Respect to everyone, all my ultras in the chat. Make sure you get in the chat. I want everyone in the chat. My chat, I miss my chat. I can't lie. I miss my chat. Let's re-roll that. Let's re-roll that.
Cucucucurea, se come una paella. Cucucucurea, se bebe una estrella. Jala, tiembla, que viene cucurea. Jala, tiembla, toma una galleta.
Yes, we are indeed. We are smoking the Brentford pack. We are smoking that. We're enjoying that. The last 3 games that we've played them, we've lost. Let's have it right. They've done a double on us last year. We lost a game the year before that in that season, and we also drew as well. We've had a poor run of results against Brentford, and we have finally pulled it out of the bag and got 3 points. So let's congratulate the players and then Maresca for getting the 3 points. And let's have it right. A very, very tricky customer in Brentford. And in fact, if everyone remembers correctly, when I was at the game that we lost at the Bridge, and all the Brentford supporters were saying, Chelsea get battered everywhere they go. Chelsea get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. I lost my fucking head. Let's have it right. I lost my head. I can't have that. And I don't forget these things. I don't forget any of these things. But let's have it right. Yesterday was a different one. We got the 3 points. And I say just about got the 3 points. Let's have it right. We'll run through the game as always, bruv. And salute to everyone in here. I want you to smash that like button. I want you to get in the chat. There's no surrender on here. Yeah. We don't quit fuck all. Yeah. We land it, bruv. Yeah. Salute to my Stevie G. Salute to Cursor, bruv. Salute to Jon Snow. Salute to Nutty Blue. Salute to Dusty Rhodes. Come on. Salute to Mickey Droid Boy. Salute to Immortal Technique, bruv. Come on. Everyone in here, land your damn middle. Salute to Tobes. Salute to Tobes. Real one. Fucking real one. Let's go. Salute to Johnny, bruv. Everyone get in the chat. I want to see you in the chat. I want to see you land your minerals in the chat. Yeah. Respect to everyone in here that supports this channel, mate. Yeah. And I understand Rumble's a bit difficult for everyone. Salute to Michael, Chelsea FC. Big up to you. Big up to everyone, bruv. But let's get into it. Of course, we were all confident, you know. Why should we not? We're on form. We're sitting second place. Lego Head Merchant Phase 5 dropping points again. Let's have it right. Liverpool dropping points. Let's have it right. So we are what? We're in cruise control right now. We're cruising, bruv. Are we cruising? Man City in the gutter at the minute, losing games. However, United done the number on Manchester City. Unbelievable results here. It's all kicking off this season. I'll tell you that now. But let's just run through it very quickly. I want to just highlight something. Let's highlight something right now. If we can have a look. We've got Nottingham Forest in 4th place, 28 points. Arsenal on 30 points. We are 4 points ahead of those Lego Head bottle job goons. Yeah? Bottle jobs. Outright bottle jobs. Spent 780 million and they can't do now. Let's have it right. Liverpool on 36 points. So we're 2 points behind Liverpool. However, they got a game in hand. That game in hand will be the Merseyside bin dipper fucking derby. Yeah. And Man City are on 27 points. They're 7 points behind us and they are in the gutter. 7 points behind our position and Man City are in the gutter. They've lost pretty much their entire fucking backbone of elite players and they are 7 points behind us. It can turn like that. Let's have it right. It can turn like that in an instant, bro. But let's salute to Nick Smith. Love to you, my geezer. Love to you. Right. So let's get into the game. Yesterday, we were pressing them. We were hungry for it. And we went out there and we were biting and biting. Caicedo plays one fantastic ball, cuts out the whole of Brentford, who, by the way, were just sitting back and they were happy to sit back. They weren't looking to, really take a possession game against us. They were happy to sit back. But that ball by Caicedo to Jackson, Jackson misses the chance. Let's have it right. Could have been a 1-0 there. We get another chance. Madueke, who plays in the ball over the top. And who is there to head it home, playing number 10, inverting from left back or left side of the back line. He's Cucurella. And his hair's fucking massive. Let's have it right. In fact, his hair guided it in to go 1-0 up. So we'll take that all day long. And that was just before half time. Just before half time. Now, Brentford, they were playing some nice little bit of play, but weren't really doing anything in that first half. We had their number in the first half. Facts. All facts, I think we could have had 2 goals in that first half. Then the second half comes and you just see a slight tide turn. But where was the opportunity for us to kill the game 2-0? Cole Palmer, who, let's have it right, was man-marked out of the game, didn't have the biggest impact, didn't get any GA in this game. But let's have it right. He managed to dribble with around, 4 players around him, played it out to Sancho. Sancho does twinkle toes, pirouetting, and manages to play a beautiful ball, slotting it back, and Jackson missed an absolute sitter. It's harder to miss than score that. And that was criminal. That was a criminal. Any other world-class striker is bagging that in. Bagging in. Even the chance he had in the first half, they're probably at least getting that on target and smashing that home. So let's have it right. That should have been 2-0. And then all of a sudden, we allow Brentford to get back in the game. They had one opportunity where Sanchez has to make a world-class save. They have a second opportunity where they cut through our midfield, cut through the defence, and it's a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and Sanchez, fair play to him, gets the ball, stops it from going in. There was also a chance where it hit the crossbar. Then they get the other chance where they actually score to go 2-1. And that chance, well, let's have it right. Tozin was flat as a pancake on the floor. Colwill was nowhere. And he just went straight through and finished, very good finish, 2-1. And they still had the chance to level it 2-2, is my point. and it was squeaky bum time unnecessarily. Enzo makes the pass to Jackson. Let's have it right. It wasn't really, it's an assist, but it's not like a defence splitting pass. That was all Jackson. And we have to credit Jackson for that finish. There's the way he took it. He took on, wasn't scared of defender, went for goal, so there was no one else to play for. And he went and slotted it in 2-0 at that point. Game's dead, but we allowed them back in the game at 2-0, and they could have got 2-2 quite easily. They got 2-1, could have been 2-2. It's as simple as that. There's a reason why we didn't. We had a bit of luck, to have it right, which I think we've had a lot of luck over this season so far. But we've also had someone in particular in that midfield, and that player is Caicedo. Yeah. And I've called it out. I tweeted it out last night. And I'll show everyone on here because some of you are not on the old X wrong and platform. Let's have it right. But this is what I tweeted. I said Caicedo's the best midfielder in the league right now. Keep it up, son. Facts. Right now, Moses Caicedo is the best midfielder in the Premier League. The performances from this guy at the age he is and what he's doing is always keeping us in the game and helping us win games. This player is a player that I actually wanted. I wanted this player. I got clips saying I wanted him. I always wanted Declan Rice. Declan Rice went to you-know-who, the Goons. But Caicedo, for me right now, he's balling out. He's covering every blade of grass. He's literally, this is what Moses Caicedo's doing. He's letting him have the ball. The opposition's got the ball, and the opposition players are screaming, "Get to the chopper!" They're fucking wetting themselves. Every time they got the ball, even if he allows them to have the ball, he takes the ball off them, and we go again. He keeps the momentum with us. He keeps the pressure in our way, our force, to put the opposition in a difficult position. You understand me? Caicedo is the one player. In fact, I'm going to call this. Everyone says Cole Palmer, and we've been Cole Palmer FC for too long. Let's have it right. But if we lose Moses Caicedo in our midfield, I think we're done. He's what's protecting the defence, which is a shambles, and the goalkeeper, which is a shambles. Yeah. And he allows the attack to have an insurance policy so that they can do what they want. And if they lose the ball, they know. It's not Enzo Fernandez recovering the ball. It's Moses Caicedo in there. And he was everywhere, the geezer. Yeah? Does the dirty work. That's what he does. He does the dirty work. But he's also got a pass in him. He's got a goal like he has against Man United. So have it right. He's a big game player now. He's a big game player. And I know he hasn't, you can arguably say in the Man United and Arsenal games, you know, we didn't win these games. And Cole Palmer didn't turn up. And these are all the facts. But what Moses Caicedo does is he keeps you in the game so that you don't lose the game. And that is the difference when you got your midfield. It's your midfield that keeps you in the games. It's win or loses you games. If your midfield's not on it, or Moses Caicedo ain't on it, then let's have it right. We are vulnerable. And we'll be more vulnerable because our defence ain't good enough and our goalkeeper ain't good enough. Brentford didn't have many chances, but the chances they had were big chances. And we have to give credit to Robert Sanchez, as dreadful as he is. His ball distribution is an absolute calamity. It's a shambles. But when we needed him to step up, to keep the ball out of the net, he done it on 2 occasions. And they were big moments in the game. Let's have it right. So, like we are straight up on here, and we'll say it as it is. The defence, like, it is what it is. I've always said Moses Caicedo is the most important player at Chelsea Football Club right now. Cole Palmer is there, don't get me wrong. Cole Palmer, what he does now is that when he's getting chalked off out of the game because everyone's scared of what he can do, the minerals he possesses, let's have it right, and what he can deliver, even if you're off it 1 second with Cole Palmer, he will punish you. But he didn't have that impact in the game yesterday. But what he does is because he's being man-marked, so to speak, but not old school way, but he's got more eyes on him to stop him from playing his game or having influence on the game. What does that do? It frees up space for all the other players. Madueke, another stinker for me. Although he got his assist, he's poor. He's not better than Neto, and Neto's clear of this guy. You know what I'm saying? Sancho, again, another very good performance, bruv. You know, another good performance. Jackson, he needs to sort out his shooting boots. I think Tim Sherwood's taking the piss a little bit, let's have it right. Saying he's a rapper or he looks like a rapper and all this stuff. We know he's not an elite striker. We know he's not even really a proper out-and-out number 9. But he's getting goals. And to in his defence in that game, you can say what you want, but the geezer technically won us the game with his goal. So he delivered yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He delivered. What are we doing here? I have to give credit where it's due. I'm not gonna come at players. I thought Cucurella was the second best player on the pitch. I thought he was everywhere. He was high pressure, allowing us to play. Didn't really let Brentford play. Neither did Caicedo. But like I say, those last 15 minutes in that game, it was a shambles. And this is what it comes down to, is you don't have experience to settle the game and see the game out. Know when to stop being crazy attacking-wise, bruv. And that's a worry, bruv. It's a very, very big worry because you can't win titles like that. It's not going to happen. It just ain't going to happen. And like I always say, this whole season's been about our attack bailing out our defence and goalkeeper because they're the weak points in this team. And I don't want to hear the ownership and all the directors and everyone coming out going they don't believe what everyone's saying, that the goalkeeper needs to be improved and the defence needs to be improved. Don't listen to that waffle. It's bangers and mash waffle, bro. It's clear as day. We know, we can see. This goalkeeper's not going to win you a title. This defence ain't going to keep goals out. We conceded another goal. We conceded 2 or 3 in that game. If Brentford had more than the chance they had, they're probably scoring 2 goals in that game. Let's have it right. So, listen, we're happy for the 3 points. The aim is top 4, is it, or is it not? I mean, that's the target. It's not by the ownership or Enzo Maresca. He hasn't been told anything about top 4. But top 4 is the bare minimum requirement in the current state we're in. That's where we are. So I have to ask the question. Enzo Maresca's adamant we're not in a title race. All these toxic positivity merchants and brown envelope minions are going along with this whole gimmick of we're not in a title race. Right? Cole Palmer came out and said, nah, man, it's too early, he said. It's too early. Yeah? Colwell says we ain't thinking about, we're taking it game by game. And Jackson comes out and says, what is the title race? Because why would he know about a title race? Every team he's played for, he doesn't know. Most of these players don't know anything about a title race, except Cole Palmer's been amongst, the outskirts of the Man City squad. Maresca doesn't know anything about a Premier League title. He's won a title with Leicester in the Championship. But Maresca is adamant we are not title contenders. So I have to ask something here. You got failed actor Jennings going on Talk Sport saying we are in a title race. You got all the usual culprits of the brown envelope saying we're not in a title race. We got all the Chelsea supporters saying we're not in a title race. But yet we're 2 points behind Liverpool in December. Granted, they got a game in hand. And we're above Arsenal. by whatever, 2 points. No, is it more than that? It's more than that. 4 points above Arsenal, who have been in the title race for the last 2 seasons. So why is Chelsea not in a title race? Why? Why don't you come out with your chest and say we're in a title race? Seven points clear of Manchester City, and we're not in a title race. I heard the presenters saying on the highlights of Man City that they're not in a title race no more. They're out of the title race. They are writing off Manchester City right now. So who is in the title race? If Chelsea are not in the title race, is it just Liverpool on their own? Are you telling me Arsenal 4 points behind are in the title race, but Chelsea, who are 4 points ahead, are not in the title race? Own it, Sans. Own it. What is it? What are you scared of? Why are you scared of saying Chelsea in a title race? I don't understand it personally. Maybe it's because you know, all you wrongers that call me an agenda merchant and I'm negative, I call out the defence is not good enough. I call out a goalkeeper's not good enough. Yeah? I call out at times the defence hasn't got the balance all the time. But I'm negative and I attack players, right? But deep down, you think the same way. I think you don't say we're in a title race because you know every single team pretty much that we've played has been in the fucking mud. For example, Aston Villa hasn't won in 7 games. Southampton, bottom of the table. Leicester in the gutter. Man United, drawing to them in the gutter with interim manager Ruud van Nistelrooy. Arsenal, out of form, kind of still are. They can't fucking buy an open play goal. So have it right, they're set piece merchants. Man City on the open day of the season, couldn't beat them, couldn't get a draw. Couldn't go to Anfield and beat the most informed team and lose to them. Couldn't beat a Crystal Palace. Drew, who are landing minerals right now. Trev Chalobah, the player that they exiled and loaned out. So have it right. We could do with Trev. Landing it. Landing fucking minerals. Yeah? Cobham General, bruv. Disgrace what they done to him. No one speaks about that. Of course not. Maybe it's because, what? We drew to a 10-man Nottingham Forest at home. We should be top of the table, mate. We are flying. Is it just the fact that everyone else around us is having an absolute shocker? All the teams you expect to be in the running, the Arsenals, the Man Cities, the Newcastles, the Villas, Spursy just Spursy. All the teams that you've seen over the last 2 years, up in the levels, being up there, where we couldn't break in. We couldn't pop the cherry to get top 4. They're all falling off the cliff. And it's all up and down. And Chelsea, we keep winning. But we are beating teams that are not really in form. And we're beating teams because we should beat teams because we are in form. So what does it tell you? It tells you simple fact that these other teams, they're not going to stay in this form forever. But I think it's an embarrassment that Chelsea are not top of the table for all the reasons, all the games I've just highlighted to you lot. Every time we've played a certain opposition, we've always played them where they're either injuries, suspensions, not playing well, out of form, or they're just shit. And the ones that are the so-called big clubs who have been in the mud, we still can't beat them. They're the facts. This is why they don't want to say we're in a title race. Because they ain't got the bollocks. You've got Arsenal, who are known as the biggest bottle jobs right now, spending 780 million, phase 5 with Lego Merchant. And they're still saying they're in a title race. And they're 4 points behind us. They're saying they're in a title race. But Chelsea supporters won't say we're in a title race. Why don't you back it up? If you believe it, if you believe in this team, the recruitment's been world class, and everything's fantastic. Why the fuck are you not saying we're in a title race? We should be in a title race. We spent 1.5 billion. Don't tell me we're underdogs after spending 1.5 billion. What's this nonsense? Any club that spends 1.5 billion in the last 2 seasons should be up there dominating. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't got the bottle to say we're in a title race because deep down, you don't fucking believe it. Deep down, you don't want to be mudded. Deep down, your chest is in resuscitation because we're not even halfway. We're not even halfway. Let me reiterate why you're reconsidering not, saying we're not in a title race. Because were we or were we not under Thomas Tuchel sitting top of the table in December? Were we or were we not under Frank Lampard sitting top of the table? And where did we finish? 4th. Top 4. And our team was experienced. You know what I'm saying? What's Carragher spitting? Because he loves to spit, doesn't he? We got a lovely run of fixtures for Chelsea. We got a lovely, and to be honest with you, they're all winnable games. There's another reason why you should be giving it chest about title. Because all these other teams I've mentioned, the Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City's, Villa, even Man United are in the gutter, who just done a number of Man City. Let's see if that's a turning point. What do they all have in common? They're either playing Champions League football or they're playing Europa League football. And they're predominantly their first teamers for those competitions, especially Champions League. So they're not just playing one game a week. Maresca has the luxury, because of this 42-man squad, that he's got an A, B, and C team. So he can rest his first team. His first team is playing one game a week. And the rest of the team, the squad, is being rotated to play Conference League, which is a Mickey Mouse Cup. And everyone in that is dog shit. That's why all rivals are taking Chelsea seriously. That's why they are saying Chelsea are in a title race. But yet Chelsea supporters don't want to say we're in a title race. Would you not want that? I think it's a gift. It's a gift that Man United won the FA Cup and we didn't get Europa League. Because if we got Europa League, there's no way we're playing those B teams and C teams in Europa League. Let's have it right. We're playing the Conference League because United won the FA Cup and got Europa League football. And that is why Enzo Maresca quietly, deep down, knows he's got a great chance. However, he's landed it in saying you can't concede goals if you're trying to win goals like we have, especially against Brentford, if you want to win the title. You cannot win a title with this defence. I just do not believe it. Without Fofana, you're even weaker. And even with Fofana, I don't think it's even elite levels anyway. And 1.5 billion spent and we haven't addressed the defence and the goalkeeper is a worry. Everyone was coming at Nicholas Jackson and now they're all coming out with he's the best striker in the world. People throw agendas that were toxic against our players, right? But yet they're hypocrites who will exile and come at Trev Chalobah. They'll come at Chilwell, who, by the way, isn't ill. He's fit as a fiddle training, and that's all PR. Well, Cucurella got a second yellow disgracefully by the officials because they're wrong-uns, and they want to give it all this authority because of what? Bad attitude or whatever he said. Yeah, they give him a second yellow. Cucurella misses the game against Everton at Goodison Park, our bogey ground, which is a massive game. Let's have it right. Everton, again, are in the mud. They're shit. But that ground has always been a bogey ground, especially like Newcastle. Mudryk apparently ill. Everyone's feeding the agenda on Mudryk. You fed agenda on Jackson. You were feeding agenda on Enzo Fernandez until he's bagged his, eight GA or whatever it is in the last 6 games. You're hypocrites and you don't keep it real. But you want to come at people that speak the truth. And talking about, thank you very much, EY, Landing Minerals, yeah? Mikel, John Obi Mikel, yeah? Remember who brought you in. Remember who raised you and your career was Don Roman Abramovich. Yet we got John Obi Mikel having pictures taken, being invited by Siri Merchant, Fagaziano, carrot eating Rongan, and everyone else there. Brown knows him. Speaking the truth has gone from John Obi Mikel, and I told you that a long time ago with the Osman deal. He was going to get a cut out of it. Let's have it right. And he even lied about what actually happened. And I know he lied. Yeah? Because he wants his podcast to grow and he wants whatever he's getting out of these wrong'uns. But let's remind John Obi Mikel who saved his old man. And these lot have destroyed what Roman built. I don't forget that. Let's have it right. And on the top of that, people going, oh, I'm not quiet. I'm not quiet whatsoever. No chance. Yeah? I keep it real. You lot don't. But lap it up. Enjoy it. I'm enjoying us winning. I'm enjoying Chelsea winning. Fucking hell. I've had 2 years of dross. 2 years of trust the process PR. 2 years of ridiculous recruitment. And all I look at this squad and go, do you know what? The two best players in our entire squad is Caicedo and Cole Palmer. Enzo Fernandez, are we going to sell him? We're not going to sell him. Cucurella was they were trying to sell him off. Yeah? In the summer. Mudueke trying to sell him off. We bought Jadon Sancho, a proven player. We bought João Felix, a proven player. At Champions League level. La Liga. Yeah? Everyone else, they're not proven. They haven't shown the levels of these players I'm mentioning. And Neto as well, another one. This is why, yeah, the channel gets attacked. This is why we get targeted, is because we will expose people like John Obi Mikel. Being a club legend, it is what it is. I don't forget what he's done for the football club, and that final performance in Munich was fucking elite. Let's have it right. But sometimes, do you really show your allegiance? They go where the narrative goes. It's a results-driven business, and if we are winning, then everyone's happy-go-lucky. The moment we're not, like when Jackson's firing blanks with slosh pot wet. Yeah, Johnny Mikel's calling him out. Then he's going to create a monster. Then he went on a drought again, and then Jackson scores the winner ultimately yesterday in the London derby, and Mikel's there. You know what I'm saying? The rat tunnels are real, bruv. What are we doing here? Rat tunnels are real. Smash the like button as well. Every single one of you, smash the like button. Yeah. It's funny. I haven't watched it because I don't watch these wrong-uns on YouTube. But failed actor Mikel. It's an act. It's an act, isn't it? It's all for clicks and subs and pound notes. Like when he got set up on Talk Sport. Like we got the Talk Sport show set up with Jason Cundy. It's all there to push the fucking scripts. All right. But failed actor Jennings put out an apology video for Enzo Maresca. What are you apologising for? I find it criminal. What are we apologising for? Why are we even coming at him anyway? From this guy, Rory Jennings, yeah, to apologise to Enzo, what are you coming at him for when you know that you've been speaking the narrative I speak, yeah, and giving it no credibility because you're a flip-flop, and you go out there and you put an apology video for Enzo Maresca when you know it's got nothing to do with him. It's what's upstairs. It's the upstairs merchants that you so-called been exposing, yeah? But yet you want to flip-flop and go, we're in a title race and say it with chest on TalkSport, of course. I want to be the first to do it. And then you want to give an apology video. Why were you even coming at Enzo Maresca? Because if you really truly knew what the problems are, like I said from the start, when Enzo Maresca was appointed, I'm not coming at this gaffer. I don't blame this gaffer. And in fact, I'm going to give him his props. And I have done. I think he's doing a fantastic job. I think he's been very, very clever. I think he's shown versatility tactically. I think he's shown good squad management. He's been fortunate, though, with the gift of having Conference League to not have to rely on the first team players, and he can rest his first team players and keep a 42-man squad happy. He's been very, very fortunate at that. But let's have it right. Enzo Maresca is doing a very, very good job. And I still, even if it went to pot, I wouldn't blame him because he's not the problem. This squad was not built for him. He inherited this. That's the difference. That's why people like Failed Actor Jennings, they talk shit. They're there for clicks. So have it right. It's all they're there for is the clicks and the subs and the limelight. And then he'll go on the overlap and give it all the spiel again. But what Maresca has done is gelling these players, and he's instilling a philosophy and he's instilling a kind of mentality because he doesn't want to fail. He's got his own ambitions, like I've always called it out, that he's got his own ambitions to be the best of the best. And I like him. There's nothing not to like. And to be honest with you, he's been honest. We're not ready for a title race. And I know that. But all these wrong-uns with the toxic positivity, they need to man up now. Man up. Get that in you. Inject them fucking toxic positivity minerals in you. Because that's all you spill. And you want to give it to me. I'm still here. I don't give a shit. Yeah? Because, let's have it right. If we don't win the title, it's an embarrassment with the way the season's going. And you lot don't want to go, we bottled it. When in reality, when you're 2 points behind the leaders, the league leaders who are flying and have just slipped up a little bit, granted, they're going to drop points here and there. We will drop points here and there. But how badly are we going to drop points? And when are we going to drop them? Is it going to be the fixture list, which is like a death fixtures near the end of the season? Is that where it's squeaky bum time? Whether we're in a title race up to then or not, where we lose it? And then we're going to get all the PR for progression and all this bollocks when reality is we're a top four side. But why should we be? The standards are we spent 1.5 billion. We should be going for the title now. We're in phase 3, not phase 1 under Maresca. We're in phase 3 of this project. After 1.5 billion spent, we should be in a title race. And that's where I say, why are you not saying it as it is and chest out saying we're in a title race? Because you don't fucking well believe it. And deep down, you know that there's a lot of issues that need to be rectified in this squad. But you're all hypocrites to overhype the mediocrity that is still in this team. And ignore the fact that we've played a lot of shit teams out of form in the mud. Thank you very much, Shawa, my geezer. You reminded me, I haven't really spoken on this, but Toothpick Jacob, the mouthpiece, yeah? He came up and said, what? Don Roman, historical charge, possibly will take 5 years to investigate due to, upstairs merchants ratting what? Ratting Roman out. It's funny how that PR doesn't need to be used right now. And all of a sudden, it's 5 years when we were told it's going to be this year. You see how the PR is manipulated. We know Meatloaf, I would do anything for pound notes, wants to buy the Independent Telegraph. Let's have it right. You know what I'm saying? It's where we are. And we're real with it. Big up to Brian CFC. He says, title race melt, said Caicedo out last year. Did they really? Did they really? You see, that's how hypocritical they are. It doesn't surprise me that they do that. It doesn't surprise me. I never said Caicedo out, bruv. Caicedo's one of the best signings we've made. It's a signing that I wanted because I knew we couldn't get Declan Rice. We had to get him. And if you remember my streams when we did sign Caicedo, to have it right, the owners had to sign him because accounts like Vinci, Goldfish, and all these big accounts, the Dubois who sold his account for pound note, the Mods that sold his account for pound note, to have it right. Ironically, now they're sold out. Yeah. And Goldfish wants, DM me. I want to sell my account for pound notes. They were all losing their shit when we were looking to lose the Caicedo deal. They had to go and spend the money, bruv. They had to go and spend the money. So have it right. I always knew we were going to get a Caicedo. You know what I'm saying? But Caicedo's he's our most important player. I hate to say well, I don't hate to say it because I love Cole Palmer and I think Cole Palmer's just a joy. He's a baller. He's everything. He's got all the minerals, bruv, But Caicedo he's almost like he's not a Rodri player, but what Rodri is to Man City is what Caicedo is to Chelsea right now. Big up John Snow Minerals. He says we need to get back Trev in January. Then we're in a race. And a goalkeeper. Just imagine if we did have Osimhen up front. Imagine if we did sign a Bastoni right now. Imagine if we had a Diogo Costa in goal. We would be in a title race. The interesting thing is, right, Liverpool supporters were saying we're not in a title race because they know the condition they're in. They were well behind Arsenal. I'd say well behind. They bottled the lead last year. City and Arsenal were always up there and Liverpool fell short. Yeah. They haven't improved that much, or if anything, let's have it right. So Liverpool know that they're not really in it, but they are now because they got the lead. And they know that Man City are a long way from Starbucks. They know that Arsenal are a long way from Starbucks. However, Arsenal in a title race. As it stands now, Chelsea are in a title race. And as it stands now, Liverpool in a title race. But I will never write off Manchester City. Out of all of these teams, the two teams that have got it in them to go on a 10, 11, 12 game run is Man City and Arsenal. Where I think Man City are going to struggle still is because of Rodri. I think if they have Rodri, they're not in this position, even with the other injuries they got. Liverpool, on the other hand, I think they do have it in them to go on a run as well. And at this moment in time, it's Liverpool's to lose. But we are still early days, and I've seen Chelsea top of the table in December, and we ain't won the title. So I'm keeping it real. But as it stands now, why are we not in the title race? It's ridiculous. It means that you're chickening out, bruv. You're not showing the minerals to say we're in it. Big up to John Snow's Minerals FC Ultra, bruv. Salute to you, man. Supporting the channel always, bruv. Always. I want to run through some of these comments, yeah? Enzo Maresca on the title race via Ferissa Romano. For me, we are not ready. You can talk about the title and the fans can dream about the title. Dreams can come true. Absolutely, if you ask me, I will tell you what I think. We're not ready, but we are happy the fans can dream. Because what it's doing is taking away any pressure. This club, under this upstairs merchantry, yeah, they don't like pressure. I do. Pressure makes diamonds. When Liverpool were playing and there were 10 men down, they still go for the kill because they want to win it and they believe they can go and win it. And they've got players in that team that have won it and they want to win it again. they've got young, fresh blood in there that want to win it. It's the pressure that makes you deliver to win the elite titles, bruv. We haven't even got pressure to get top 4, so why would we have any pressure to win the title? And this is what I don't like. It'd be nice if Enzo Maresca goes, do you know what? We are in a title race. We are the second best team, and we want to be the best team. And we are still building, and we are showing that we got minerals. Yeah? And lift everyone up, bruv, to really believe in that. Now it's downplaying. It's all like, no. Because in case we fuck up, in case we do a Stevie G slip and give it a Demba bar. You understand me? Pressure's healthy. Pressure's healthy in any business, bruv. Without pressure, you don't get the tier 1 success and reap all the dividends, bruv. You understand me? That's the way I look at it, and I've always seen it that way. Big up to Jon Snow, landing it, bruv. Respect to you being a Minerals FC Ultra. Big up to Michael, also becoming a Minerals FC Ultra for 12 months. Salute to you, my guy. He says, big up, Johnny. Why is it everyone saying Osimhen a money merchant? He's playing in Turkey, not Saudi Arabia. I wish we got him. Clown Lake out. Never forget. I don't forget. No surrender, bruv. Listen, at what point are we going to go around and say at the end of the season, like everyone's going, where are you? Where are you? I'm here. I'm landing it. But at the end of the day, last time I checked, we're halfway through the season. We ain't won fuck all yet. Like, what are we doing here? Win me the Premier League, bruv. Win me the Premier League. This is our best chance of winning it. And I'll tell you this now, if we do win it or we get close to winning it, what do you think next year's going to be like? When we're in Champions League football, we ain't BC teams. When we ain't got no BC teams next year because we're playing Champions League football, we've got to play all our top tier 1 players, bruv, week in, week out, twice a week. When we reduce the squad. What about when Man City go and spend money, depending on their charges? Arsenal are going to replenish. Man United are going to rebuild with Amorim. Slot's going to go, the slot machine's going to hit jackpot for showing how good he's done this season and say, come on, back me. And they're going to get players. Then what? Everyone else is going to strengthen. It's going to be harder next year. This is a golden opportunity for Chelsea to go and win the title this year. It's the best chance you're going to get. Because I know that these clowns are not going to spend money on an elite centre-back. We're looking at some River Plate kid. Yeah? They're not going to go and buy a world-class goalkeeper. We've got 8 goalkeepers on our squad already, in our roster. We could have got an Osimhen, and we're not getting an Osimhen. He ain't coming to Chelsea. He ain't coming in January. And we know why. I've got all the proof. It's on my channel with Bushy Laba, who knows Osimhen personally. So everyone was on their knees for Osimhen. Everyone wants Gyökeres, but Jackson's the best striker in the league. Make it make sense. GA is a myth. Because at the end of the day, you have to deliver. And what's the most important thing? Winning trophies. Where I give praise is we're not having to rely on Cole Palmer as much this season when he's getting chalked out of the game, because other players like Cucurella last night, who got his first Premier League goal this season, let's have it right, got us a goal. Jackson's putting up numbers. Neto's getting in there. Sancho's getting in there. Caicedo's chipped in now and again. Enzo Fernandez is chipping in. Mudueke's rarely, but he's getting a few goals here and there. So we are now finding ways to get goals because of the way Enzo Maresca's got Chelsea playing. And that is the difference. And you need a bit of karma, bruv. Cole Palmer, karma, minerals. You need that. You need more Caicedo, more Cole Palmers, more Netos, more Felixes at the back and in defence and in goalkeeper positions. And then you can say, you know what, we're ready, bruv. But it could all fall down Kanye West on Alex Jones' mask on. Let's have it right. Where you land it and you get sabotaged. Yeah? Cloned. What we doing here? Are they going to do that? Are they going to strengthen in the right areas? Because I don't see it, bruv. We know the track record. We got a track record here. Maresca says we were in control of the game except the last 10 minutes. where we concede, and we could have conceded, like I said, 2 goals. Easy and draw. This is what Tim Sherwood said. Ex-Spursy, wrong him, bruv, just because he won a title with Blackburn. Oh, well done. Fucking, that's like Leicester winning it. And you had Alan Shearer, bruv, putting up ridiculous numbers. He says, at times, Nicholas Jackson looks like someone playing in Soccer Aid, someone who is a rapper, an actor or something trying to play football, but then he just turns it on. It's incredible. He scores the hardest chances and misses the easiest ones, because that's what he is. He's not an elite striker. That's what he is. He's not an Ozyman. He's not a Gyökeres. He's just not that. He's not an Erling Haaland, bruv. But say he's a rapper now, that's mad to me, bruv. Soccer Aid, yeah, I can see it sometimes. I ain't going to lie. We've seen it many times this season. I mean, his performance against Spurs was a stinker, bruv. You know? A lot of games he just goes missing. Unless Cole Palmer or someone puts it on a plate, and even when they do, he still misses chances. He needs about 4 or 5 chances to score a goal to have it right. But that goal yesterday was a quality goal, and I'm not taking it away from him. Also, Mudueke, how many chances do he need? You know what I'm saying? Maresca says, I said there's many things we can do better and why we're not ready to compete for titles. If you see the goal we conceded, it was a throw-in to us, 90 minutes. The team that are ready to compete for that use the ball in the right way, which is what he's calling out, like he called out early in the season. I don't have any leaders. I don't have any experience, basically, or captains. If you do have your captains and you do have leadership and experience in that team, we win that game 2-0 comfortably, if not 3-0, you know? And these are the fine margins. If you really have the ambition to go and win and dominate, then you've got to add some proper experience. Thomas Frank, Dumbo, let's have it right. Not giving it so much bigger now, is he? He says Chelsea are a very good team, well coached, very good players. They spent a few quid on the squad, a few quid, 1.5 billion, let's have it right. That all the toxic positivity merchants like to downplay, obviously. But don't worry, we made so much money. Okay, great. Well done. You made the money, or did the ownership make the money? Yeah, the ownership made the money, not you. So what are you praising it for? That's like praising a millionaire for making more millions and you're sitting on average wage every year. I mean, what are we doing here? What for? Because they're paying you brown envelopes, mate. Ask Vincey, ask Goldfish. The team that are ready to compete for that use the ball in the right way. We know that. But what he says is they're playing with confidence. Credit to them for pushing us back in the first half. First half, we completely dominated. Second half, we allowed them back in the last 10, 15 minutes. And that's because we can't keep up that intensity all the way. And Brentford, let's have it right. Let's remind everyone, if I'm correct, Brentford haven't won. I think they've won 1 away game. Brentford are a side who's lost 6 of the 7 on the road. And they got back into the game. So again, they've got a poor run of form away. What if their form was better away? Different kind of game. Would we draw or lose that game? This is what I'm saying. We're getting the rub of the green, luck of the draw, and I'm not blind to see that. All right? But at the same time, we are taking our chances and we're being clinical. And when we attack, I always feel we got a goal. But I always feel we concede a goal. And we are doing that. It's just we're getting away with it in a minute. In that game last night, I truly think we got away with it. It is what it is. You let me know in the chat. Respect to you, Michael Chelsea, bruv. Big Up Football Rant says, your thoughts on Jamie Carragher, thoughts on our club at the start of the season, V's thoughts on us now. I don't know his thoughts on us now, but he's probably brown-nosing it because he has to. Because right now, Chelsea are second in the league. You can't not acknowledge that we're second, that we're 2 points behind Liverpool, who've got a game in hand. And they still got to win that game in hand. If we win against Everton, we go top of the table before Liverpool have kicked a ball or any other team or Arsenal. So we put pressure all of a sudden on Liverpool. Liverpool haven't had pressure. And this is where I want to see the minerals. I want to see where the mentality is. If Chelsea are top of the table and of these players, how are they going to deal with being at the top, not ever being there? The first time we've ever been there under Canlake, yeah? Granted, mid-season, how are you going to deal with that pressure? And how's Liverpool going to deal with not being at the top? Because they've been dealing with no pressure whatsoever. They've got to chase it now. We are just winning game by game, which is how I look at it in isolation, game by game, and I praise it in game by game, and I look at the faults in game by game, or the negatives as well, or the truths. They're not negatives; they're just truths. Let's have it right. But what he said at the start of the season, everyone was thinking that it's a bloated squad. You got too many players. You don't understand where you're going. You don't understand where these players are going to play. How you're going to fit them all into the team? Are they going to be happy? Did you need to buy Felix? Did you need to buy all these players? And Felix hardly plays. Let's have it right. So certain things he's saying are correct, but right now he can't not say we're not in a title race. In fact, Match of the Day are coming out saying we're in a title race. Rivals are saying we're in a title race, but Chelsea fans refuse to say it because they don't want to man up. They don't want to own up and say it. It's clear as day. I personally don't think we are. I think if we go and beat Everton, though, that's a big statement for me. If we beat Everton away at Goodison, that's a big statement. 100%. Let me know, Football Rants, let me know in the chat what he actually said. Let me know what he actually said. Let me just scroll down. Right. I also look at it as like they have to go with the narrative. And the narrative is positivity. It's you can't be negative towards Chelsea right now if you're a pundit and you're on all the brown envelope platforms. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't. But the honest truth is, don't be underplaying Chelsea when you spent that amount of money. You can't be. All of this talk, we're in phase one, we're not, we're in phase three. Yeah, that's the reality. Big up to Sam. He says, big up, Johnny. Sam from Crashings on Toast Space. Big up, pal. Keep landing. Big up to you and salute to you, my geezer. Respect to you, man. Land the minerals, my geezer. Keep landing. Speak the truth, mate. Always speak the truth. Otherwise, what do you stand for? Big up to Tom. He says, Maresca making the clowns look good. Well, he is. However, on footballing terms, he's doing the best he can possibly do with the squad he's got. But deep down, Maresca knows what he needs, like he needed and wanted Osimhen. Deep down, he knows that this defence, which he's calling out, don't concede silly goals like that. Clearly, he knows that the goalkeeper he wants can actually distribute fucking to elite level, but he's forced to back this guy because he knows he's not going to get a goalkeeper in January. He knows that in the summer, he's not getting backed, guys. This is what I'm saying. It's the model that is being backed. The gaffer can be replaced at any moment. They'll replace players and then they'll keep the model. And the model is data, Moneyball, statistics, AI scouting. That is the foundations of how the team is built. Maresca is trying to drive it in football terms. And right now he's doing a great job. And salute to the gaffer. Salute to him, bruv. Salute to him. He's fucking landing it, bruv. He's landing it. Big up to Tom. He says, who plays left back and right back v Everton, Johnny? Voice talk. Let's have it right. I mean, we got to have a discussion about Chilwell. I know he hasn't played any games, but fuck me. You're not going to play our Champions League winning vice captain, left back against Everton. You got Gusto. Do you know what he's probably going to do? He's probably going to play Gusto left back. He's going to play Caicedo right back. Play Lavia, which is why Lavia didn't play against Brentford. He's going to play Lavia and Enzo in the middle. But the problem you got with that is neither Gusto or Caicedo can invert into a back three. This is a problem. You've got no Reece James. You've only got Gusto. There is no one else. That's all he can do. That's a worry. Does that mean he goes for a flat back four then? I mean, you can't go back three with Gusto as a left centre back. Or more than likely, what's he going to do? Play Badashile, Colwill, and Tozin. And then maybe Caicedo right back, and he doesn't have Gusto. Maybe he's going to play that. I think that's probably the route he'll go. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see Chilwell ever coming back into this team. I also think that Lavia will play in the middle with Enzo. That's the only way he can go. You have got Viega, but I don't know if Enzo Maresca thinks he's ready. He might be able to put him in for a shift, but he'll probably go with Tozin, Badashile, Colwill, and Caicedo right back and play with that back three. And he's just going to have to invert Caicedo, pack the midfield to protect the defence, and have Lavia in there with Caicedo. Listen, we're not clear of Lego Edge yet. I know, I as much as I hate Arsenal, and I hate them, yeah, I fucking hate them. I hate their fan base. They're toxic. They're vile. They're actually muppets. They bring it on themselves. They're clickbait merchants, and they've been accepting mediocrity, trust the process failure for far too long because they've got no mentality at their football club. They've still got the failed specialist in failure mentality, Arsene Wenger, of top four trophy. Their owners are only happy in being in the top four. In fact, Edu left because he realised that these clowns ain't going to spend the money because they're a striker away, maybe another winger away from winning the league. So, to be honest with you, I think Enzo Maresca is showing up Lego Ed at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Let's have it right. I don't like Teletubbies, Jon Snow, bruv. I don't like Teletubbies. I'll be real. I'm not into Teletubbies, bruv. Yeah? They bounce around and fucking, want all the limelight. But ultimately, everyone's coming. I think what Lee Judges said was absolutely mad, bruv. Mad. I don't know what possessed him to say that. I ain't saying it on here. But this is what football does to you. This is what being rattled does to you, and raw emotions does to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's have it right. But Edu leaving, Edu sucks toes. Maybe couldn't suck enough toes, or maybe he was sucking the toes of Kroenke. They dried and shriveled up, didn't like sucking them no more, and realised that they're not going to spend the money. You know what I'm saying? So he's jumped ship. I think that's caused massive disruption at Arsenal. And I think Lego Head is feeling it now. He hasn't got that connection. And Lego Head is feeling the pressure. Pressure. Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. Because he's in phase 5 and the amount of money he spent. He wanted this squad and they can't even buy an open play goal. It's embarrassing, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Goldfish. He can do all the PR he wants, mate. But he's an outright brown envelope. Yeah? Clear as day. Nothing will change. Yeah? Trust me. It is what it is. You expect that from them. But let them get the clicks. Oh, by the way, he wants to sell his account, didn't he? Because he wants that. But, big up to Stevie G. Says Chelsea women's facing Real Madrid tomorrow in the Champions League. They're landing minerals, bruv. Yeah, Emma Hayes laid the foundations. Look where we're going now. Women's team are balling, bruv. Fucking doing Chelsea proud, proper. But let's have it right. There is a connection at the moment with Enzo Maresca. There's a connection bonding with the players. For me, Caicedo's the most important player at Chelsea, along with Cole Palmer. And let's have it right. Another 3 points. I'm very happy with that. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the momentum. But I'm still saying it's premature to say, Chelsea are back and we're in a title race. Still a long way to go. A lot of twists and turns in this league. You know what I'm saying? Let's have it right. But listen, big up to everyone in here. Love to you. We're going to be back again. I'm going to have Stevie G on. Tobes will be coming on as well. We're going to sort something out. Slide Cicedo, Curse says, yeah, that was an amazing tackle, bruv. I mean, he's just a general, bruv. Absolute general. Yeah. What a player, bruv. Also, Chelsea are close to announcing a front of shirt sponsor with 4 or 5 names in the hunt. Around 3 airlines and 2 tech companies are battling it out. All right, cool. I don't care. Just name them, bruv. What do we need all this PR to build up? We're building it up. For what? What are we building it up for? Come on. What are we doing here, bruv? What are we doing here? That's a bit of if everyone knows the 50 Cent tune on his first album, he talks about the Willy Wonkers. Yeah? Willy Wonkers. Yeah? What are we doing here? I'll give you a clue. Siri. Yeah? Doing a Willy Wonka move. And then we got Fugazi there. You know what I'm saying? Fucking hell, bruv. Turtleneck out. Mikel's going to do the data. You know what I'm saying? Willy Wankers, bruv. Let's have it right. I don't give a fuck, me. You know, I'll keep it as it is. I'll keep it real, as always. That's why you lot support. Big up to JP the dog. No surrender, bruv. You know it. Yeah? Nick Smith's on EasyJet Minerals and Sing a Beer out. What's going on, bruv? Sword fighting like the Jonas Brothers, isn't they, Nick? Come on. Shout out to RJ as well. Love to RJ. Come on. And it was lovely, Daryl, to see Thiago Silva at the bridge. Come on. But again, Thiago Silva didn't want to... You know why? You know why. We don't have to spell it out on here. You've watched me long enough. You know me long enough. You know exactly what we say. Yeah? Let's have it right. But big up to every single one of you in here. As always, I want you to all put your comments down below. Everyone put their comments down below. It's very, very important. And I just respect and love everyone that supports the channel, man. All the real ones, bruv. Yeah? What are we doing here? Come on. Let's go. And as always, guys, you know the deal. We see things they'll never see. Up the Chelsea. Up the Minerals FC. It feels good at the minute. And I know I've been away for a little period. I had to hold myself back, bruv. You know what I'm saying? I had to hold myself back a little bit. Facts, Tom. No surrender, bruv. All day long. No surrender, bruv. All the no surrenders, spam it, bruv. Spam the chat. Spam that chat, bruv. Respect to everyone in here. Landing it. And saying it is for what it is. And that's what we represent on here, bruv. Yeah. So big up to everyone. As always, we leave us with the Don Roman who set the standards and brought the eliteness to our football club. You understand me? And we will hold those standards. Pressure makes diamonds. Let's have it right. And all the Willy Wankers jog on. Let's have it right. Have a day off. Up the Chelsea, up Mills FC. Let's go. Roman